What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Locked On Sharks, the premier hockey podcast covering your favorite team in the Bay Area. Well, I don't know what to tell everybody. They're bad, and they played bad, and they should feel bad. I don't know. We're going to try to take some positives away, but, this might not be for everybody. The first 6 minutes were good, but the Sharks ultimately fell 3-0 to the Oilers and looked very bad doing it. Is 2 shots on goal in the second period good? Tune in to find out after the music.
You're Locked On Sharks, your daily podcast on the San Jose Sharks. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
The answer is no. I'm your host, Kyle Demetrius. Back with me, as always, is co-host JD, who's crying because he's soft, much like the Sharks offense and their will to live. He's the heart-shaped pizza to my half dozen roses. Half dozen roses. Batman pizza? I would love a Batman pizza. What?
You've not seen the Batman pizza?
No, there's a Batman pizza?
Yeah, little.
It's like shaped like the Batman logo, I'm assuming?
Yeah, but it looks really gross. I'll have to talk to you about it off air on this one.
Here's a hot tip for everybody out there and want to be Casanovas. Don't buy a heart-shaped pizza because it's less pizza for the same cost.
Yes.
Also, if you're at the stage where you have to buy a heart-shaped pizza and think you're doing something right, let me tell you. Unless you guys are both in on the joke and think it's funny,
yes.
But if you're doing it sincerely, you did something wrong.
Yep. So, yeah.
Flowers, fine. Get your partner in life flowers anytime.
Yes.
Just like a Sunday in June. Just grab some flowers.
It makes up, especially if you like me and you spend a lot of time watching sports. It helps to make up for all the times that you're just watching sports. So,
also, if you spend a lot of time touching meat, braising meat, smoking meat, playing with meat,
she enjoys that, the meat. So, but
she does enjoy JD's meat.
She does enjoy that
at least 2 times.
2 times. That's a great transition into how many shots the Sharks got in the second period.
Bro,
this office is bad. It's stinky.
Can we talk about Bob in the post-game presser saying that when we tried harder, we played worse? And then he said it just didn't look like we had our offensive game. We weren't prepared or something like that.
Are you sure?
Whose job is that? Floors. Look in the mirror, man. It's you.
We're trying to find the guy who did it.
Oh man, he talked about the power play not being that great either, and it's like, well, you put Ryan.
We're all trying
in the press
to find
box.
the guy who did this.
Exactly. If nobody wants these
power
dress
play
shirts.
Too. Jonathan Dahlin, poor guy out there doing his best.
So he has 10 career goals, by the way, 11, all this year.
Yes,
kind of a burgeoning offensive guy. Plus, he tore up the Allsvenskan. Okay, carrying on.
He probably get up like 5 more. He got again tonight. He got robbed, but
yes. Okay, next one.
Mario Ferraro, noted
not an offensive defenseman. I think he's got 5 goals in his career, but also just kind of. It's like when they used to have Mark-Edward Vlasic running the power play, and it just was. You were like, "Why are we doing here?" Same vibes.
Vlasic passing the torch to Ferraro there.
Yeah, same vibes.
Nick Bonino.
He has 137 goals in like 750 games.
Yes.
I can tell you, I'm not a mathematician. Not a good ratio. He's also got 5 goals this year that all came within like a 7-game stretch. So not exactly lighting up the scoreboard with goals this year. Next.
Noah Gregor.
10 career goals spread out over like 4 seasons. Also notably only had 1 goal this season for the longest time.
And Lane Peterson.
He has 1 career goal, and it came last year. He currently has no goals and 2 assists in 23 games this year, or 1 assist. What? I have many questions. Okay.
One, where's Rudy?
What? You made this point. You texted me. Why can't Rudy make this power play? And it's like, no shit. Rudy's got like 16.
He had 4 goals in 6 games before this game. R.I.P. Rudy, who died in the second period blocking a shot. But
R.I.P. Rudy, our favorite Latvian. But like, How does Lane Peterson get on this power? I would rather anybody else. I would rather 2 defensemen. You could put Radim Šimek out there. At least he's
Šimek's
dropping
got a
bombs.
shot. We've seen him like bomb him before. Like
There was a play in the third period where Lane Pedersen was screening, and he literally stood still and narrow, and the puck hit the goalie, and he didn't move, and then somebody else picked the puck up and skated away. I was like, yeah, that's the Lane Pedersen experience. I don't understand what they see in Lane. I don't get it. If the Lord is not your flavor, Lane is definitely not the flavor. Like, at least the Lord's young. It's his first season. He's doing stuff. He's trying. Lane just doesn't bring anything to the table. But how is he on a power play?
Even Jasper, like Lord Jasper, like he's a good screener. Like we've seen that. Like he's got the nice big hurdle ass. He can stand there, get in the way, and we've seen him do a really good job with the screening. Like he's gone to the hurdle Benino screening school. But like it's Lane Peterson, buddy. I can't anymore.
I think you're already sacrificing some offense by putting Mario Ferraro out there, and you have a defenseman. Okay, I if the rest of the power play too was cooking, I can handle a Ferraro. It's like when the Sharks were really good and Vlasic would go out there, but like it was Pavelski, a young hurdle. You know what I mean? It was like guys, like good guys that are out there too, and you can work around it. But honestly, how does Rudy not make this power play? It makes no sense. It makes literally 0 sense. It also makes 0 sense that Ryan Merkley isn't playing on this team. The defense is as set. Ferraro, Burns, who we're going to get to them later.
No, we're going to get to them.
Middleton, Molosh.
Fine.
Okay.
Whatever.
Vlasic, Šimek. You're telling me that Ryan Merkley, in a season where you are out of the playoffs and fading fast, and Erik Karlsson has once again
died for our sins. Yes.
For our sins.
And a team that literally had 2 shots on goal in the second period.
He had 2 shots in the second period.
With the power play. You had a power play in the second period too.
The Oilers had 14 shots in the second period. The Sharks' lowest total for shots in the season was 17 in the 5-goal Meyer game, which is hilarious. But
20 tonight.
Do you think that there's shot odds? And do you think I can bet on shot odds?
You could probably do that later. But first, what I would do is I'd make sure I work on my beard before I get to that. So, it's still cold for some of you people. I know it's warming up here in California, but beard maintenance is a year-round thing. So that's why you want to check out Primal Origin Oils. Get beard, get primal. You heard me right. Got beard, get primal. If you or someone you care about has a beard, it needs to get primal. Maybe you're the guy who's never considered the benefits of treating your beard with product. Primal Origin Oils will stop the itch and make your beard look healthy and groomed. The products are free from harmful synthetic ingredients with low impact on our planet. Primal Origin Oils makes balms, oils, and whipped butter that are renowned for the best feel and beard products available. All products are fair trade certified and handcrafted in the USA. Combo kits make great gifts for yourself, or if you have a holiday such as the one that was today or yesterday for you guys, if you can go check them out or buy one for yourself. They're great. They sent me the whipped butter. It's great. No more beard dandruff. It's soft, and my beard smells like cookies, and the missus enjoys that. So go check out Primal Origin Oils. They know every company claims to have the best, but Primal Origin Oils challenges you to compare their ingredients, the feel and beard products, to their other products they've used. We promise you'll see and feel the difference. Remember, the code LOCKEDON gets you 20% off at primaloriginoils.com. Again, use the promo code LOCKEDON at checkout for 20% off. Oh boy. All right. Where should we take this next adventure?
I refuse.
Brent Burns, baby. That was.
So I know that not everybody is a big enjoyer of like advanced analytics or whatever. And famously, I think that
there's
the hockey men and the advanced analytics people did the exact same thing, where they said our way is the only way, and they wouldn't meet in the middle.
I think we tried to do a good job of blending it. Like
we try.
It. Yeah, we
try. Eventually, expected goals have to turn into real goals. You can't win the Corsi Cup. It doesn't mean anything. Nobody cares. My dad doesn't.
Carolina Hurricanes 2015 to now.
The Corsi Cup champions every single year in a row. It's awesome. I understand that it goes into like being a good team, but eventually those Tampa doesn't win the cup because they have amazing Corsis. They have amazing Corsis and then put the puck in the net and get good goaltending. And there's dumb shit that goes into it like luck, but like Sometimes your goalie just has to stand on your head and bail you out. It happens. So anyway, Hockey Stat Cards does this thing. Brent Burns had like a -4 goals.
This is the farthest left we'll ever see Brent Burns.
I don't even. All right, this podcast is over. Oh, JD.
Yeah. So
he was at -4. What is this? Expected goals or something? Game score? He's at -4 game score. Basically, anything like past like 1, I think, is really bad. I don't think that either of us need to sit here and tell people to look at advanced analytics to watch that horrific barge diaper fire of whatever he was doing on the ice tonight. Like it's to the point where he's noticeably bad. So that's my piece. I don't know. He blocked me on Twitter like 2 years ago, and I don't even know what I did.
Yeah, man. It's and you're still trotting him out there for a bajillion minutes a night.
The second worst player by the analytics tonight was Mario Ferraro.
Yeah. And Burns in his 25 minutes for our 25 and a half minutes for our 24 minutes. Milosh, 18 minutes. Middleton has been very good this year. 15:44. Šimik, 13:30. Vlasic, 14:24.
Yeah, maybe shave off 2.5 minutes from Brent Burns and give them to the guy who's been pretty good this year, Jake Middleton.
Yeah. And like,
why is Nick Milosh playing more than Jake Middleton? Did Middleton get hurt or something?
I don't know, because I mean, even like Milosh took that puck to the head for a second. I was a little worried. So, but like
Meyer also got kicked in the face.
Meyer had himself a night.
I honestly thought he was gonna get yeeted into the sun when he took the tripping penalty and then two-hand smashed Buddy's stick out of his hands. I thought
he was gonna come out and just be like, I'm done with this, and just do something to get ejected out of the game. But like,
probably should have. It would have really been helpful.
Yeah, could have made last call, but yeah, this like, I don't know what we're doing here, especially like you lose Carlson, who's been your best kind of offensive driver on the.
He's also the best defensive defenseman this year. Just their best one,
just their best defenseman. But like so instead of trying, especially on a team that's been struggling to score as it is. I mean, the Sharks are one of the 10 worst teams in just scoring goals. They try to just get more defensive, and it's just not working, right? Like, that's like why like you said earlier, why isn't Ryan Merkley playing where that's where he's known for? He's an offense. That's why you drafted him. You drafted him to help score goals and create offense. And if you lose 5-0 instead of, or like,
yeah, who cares what the score is if you're going to lose?
At least like get him out there and get him reps right now, because he is your future, right? Like, you supposedly you drafted him in the first round. Like, you can't be like, play him for 10 games and be like, yep, we've seen enough of this guy. He's just not it. Like, dude, it's maddening, especially on a team. Again, we can't stress this enough. They generated 2 shots in the second period. Two. Like
that's like, you could just dump it in from beyond the red line at the goalie and get more shots. I just don't know how to quantify 2. Like, it's 2.
It's bad. And you had a power
play. They were losing, and they took 2
down,
shots.
And you're losing, and you had a power play. Why isn't the game plan, especially in a young, your Stuart Skinner, who knows, God bless you, Stuart Skinner. Congrats on your first career shutout. Why are you not shooting the puck at him every time you have a chance? Like this, the
Oilers. This is the big thing here. The Oilers aren't good.
The Oilers, and like, you held McDavid got a goal, and the game was out of hand. But like, you did a good job of like kind of, Draisaitl. If you look at his side, he was the worst player on the team. Like he didn't really do much tonight.
The first 2 goals came from like Derek Ryan and Warren Fogle.
Yeah, so you're getting, you're holding down their vaunted top 6. And you're getting outplayed by the third line and stuff. And it's just like, and that's the frustrating part, where it's just, they want to be a playoff team, but it's like, what? You can't score. Like, you just can't score enough. And especially against a bad defensive Edmonton team. It's not like they were, you're facing Patrick Waugh back there.
Evan Bouchard and Philip Broberg are also both rookies on the blue line. So it's like, it's not like they're running out like Tampa's defense.
Yeah, or really like
bad.
Carolina's got a really good defense and stuff, or it's like you're not playing these guys. You're playing and Edmonton. We talked about it in the preview podcast. They're missing like half their defensemen because they're all hurt or got COVID or something like that. It's bad, man. Like
The Sharks took
very Kyle voice. What are we doing here right now? Like, how can you not scrape together some offense against this bad team? I mean, I know they haven't played in 2 weeks, but like,
you should have some energy.
You have some
It
energy.
looked like they were not prepared. And you know who that falls on? Robert Boughner. The Sharks took 10 shots, 2 shots, 8 shots. They were down 2-0 going into the third period and had 12 shots and only managed to take 8.
Brutal.
Bob said he started to blend some lines to try to get some offense.
Yeah,
like, bro, maybe just make some better lines.
Yeah, and they started the third period with the Couture, Hurdle, Timo super line, but it's like,
let me tell you one thing who's not going to give you some offense. It's Logan Couture right now.
Poor Logan Couture.
I don't understand why you break up Barabanov, Hurdle, Meyer when it was doing stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know.
The team, I mean, I know you haven't played in a while and stuff like that. And there was a lot of that stuff where just missing each other, like just missing passes and just kind of, the rust was definitely there. But at some point, man, like by the middle of the second period, you haven't kind of got back into the groove of stuff. That's coaching, man. That is coaching. That is 100% coaching.
Well, we talked about it, like the Sharks, coming into the break or whatever. Like they went to OT against the Lightning. They only lost 2-1 to the Hurricanes. They went to OT against the Panthers. They beat the Capitals. Those last 4 games was like, okay. It's really funny that we talked about the Sharks being better and they lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of their last 6 coming into the break. But anyway, they were playing good teams. So I understand that. And they were playing.
We gave them the benefit. We gave them their lollipops and their pat on the head and said, good job.
And then they burnt us, damn it.
Yeah, you get boat raced by Edmonton. And like Edmonton didn't even look that great tonight,
Edmonton never looks great. They're not even in the playoffs.
No.
And this is what we talked about last time, is that everybody has made up games on the Sharks because of their little 2-week siesta. So everybody's made up those games that the Sharks had in hand. So now they're like actually in the thick of the schedule here. And they're maybe not battling for second in the Pacific because they had all those games, but like they were 7 points out of the playoffs or whatever they were, and all the games were relatively even. So they needed to start winning against the Pacific Division opponents, especially to climb the ladder. And they blew that one. Now they have the Canucks. Now the Canucks is like getting close to like, you have to win that. Then they have the Knights. The Knights are really good. And yes, it just got Jack Eichel back.
I know Mark Stone's on IR. I do appreciate them pulling. I appreciate them pulling the Lightning playbook here, but yeah, it's sick. Like.
But anyway, Jack Eichel's back. Ever heard of him? He's good.
He's pretty good.
His nickname was American Yager. Then they play the Ducks, who are in the playoffs and young and pretty decent. So like this is 4 games in a row against Pacific Division opponents that you kind of now need to win the last 3, and you're probably not going to.
You have to win these 3 just to get it. Even have it. You have to go on a 3-game win streak here just to have a chance, I think.
Yeah, and then you could probably beat the Islanders, but it's in New York. No, it's at home. It's at home, so you can probably beat the Islanders there. But then you get the Bruins,
but the Bruins are dying. They got a bajillion injuries, but still they have.
The Bruins are dying, but they're still the Bruins.
Yes.
Then you get Seattle, and you have to beat them, but then you're kind of screwed again because you go Knights, Predators, Ducks, Kings, Panthers. Kings. They play the Kings 3 out of 4 games from
nice. That's gonna be
March
fun.
10th to March 17th. Boy, pray for
Kings
you boys.
Week.
Pray for the content, boys. That is gonna.
We better work on our.
We're gonna earnestly preview each game like they haven't played them before.
No, I know that is not happening.
No, of course not. But what is happening is that I'm going to gamble the shit out of the Kings because betonline.net is where the game starts. And football may be over. I actually used BetOnline and placed a bunch of bets. I went heavy on the Bengals. Did not win any of those, but I did win 1 bet. My dad and I always put down a 1 bet every year. We always put it down. And I called my dad before the game. I was like, hey, Dad, I'm going to betonline.net. What color is the Gatorade going to be? And he was like, blue. And guess what? Sean McVay took a little blue bath and he blued himself.
Why do they never show what Gatorade would have been for the other side?
Conspiracy. Maybe it's blue too. Maybe it's only one Gatorade for the whole stadium.
I think it should be orange. It would have been the orange one for the.
Can you bet on the losers Gatorade? That would be.
They
fun.
should show it anyway.
They should show it. It would have been orange for sure. But I want to bet at betonline.net. Paid me $8 on a $2 bet because that's all I had left in my account and was too lazy and drunk to put up more before the game started. But betonline.net has all the latest odds, totals, player performance, props, where to find the next fired coach. It's always a good one.
Sorry.
Rhymes with schmob, schmoogner. No, it doesn't. BetOnline.net is the number one spot for all your sports betting needs. It remains the best spot for all your sports scores, podcasts, and news this season. And it's not just basketball or hockey or football. They also got boxing. They got UFC. They got Olympic coverage. They probably have shit like cricket. Highlight. I don't know. The T20 Cricket World Cup's coming up in October. Probably bet on that. I think India's going to win. They always win, I think. So head to the website today or use your mobile device to learn more about the trends and action. Bet online where the game starts. I know far too much about cricket for a white guy in North America.
It's way over my head.
It's cool. It's like baseball, but
they actually play it. On fire tonight. So, what? The Sharks have to do something different, right? Like,
yeah, they got to jerk off their left hand instead of their right hand before the game.
Like, sit on their hand first.
Oh, the stranger. Huh?
Like, can we see John Leonard? Can we see somebody else? Like,
they got to do something. He's doing the Ned Flanders. I've tried nothing, and I'm all out of ideas. His idea of trying something is blending lines in the middle of the game where you took 2 shots. Great. Awesome.
Gadovich, reveal. What am I going to do here?
Stop playing Raskavil and Gadovich. Like, just you don't have to just pick one of them. You could just play none of them and put in somebody else. Put in Nick Merkley and the Lord. I don't know. Try anything. Bench Cogliano. Was Matt Nieto in this game?
He was.
Sick. Apparently. Haven't noticed him in 3 weeks. Bench his ass. Nick Bonino, you're a veteran on this team. Thanks for coming out, but you've been in a slump. The Lord has taken 3C duties this time. See what happens. I don't know. Just don't bench Hurdle, Meyer, Dahlin, Barabanov, Rudy, Couture, basically.
Yeah. If Rudy's alive.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Rudy.
He took a shot like off like the spleen.
I know. That looked like it hurt. So
it did look like a little stinger. Hopefully he didn't like break a rib or something. That would be really bad. He's just been hopefully it didn't like. Remember when Chris Sims or whatever like ruptured his spleen on a hit?
Yeah.
Back in the day. So hopefully he didn't do anything weird like that. That would suck. But I don't know. Just do something and like put Ryan Merkley into the goddamn lineup. It's time.
Yeah. It's
also,
time.
Is Aiden Hill just not a part of this team?
He's supposed to. He's starting to. He was practicing today and stuff, so he'll probably either be the backup. Like he'll probably be the backup for next game. So
also, I have beef with you.
Me?
Sachenko doesn't make sense with his name.
Sachenko.
Godchenko is way better.
Yeah, they won the poll.
Godchenko. There's a poll. Nice.
I put a
nice.
Yeah. So
Ben Gautreau. Yeah. Man, the future of the Sharks ending is Ben Gautreau and Zach Godchenko. It'd be really funny if they were both like 880 goaltenders in their career.
It's all right. It's all about the branding and marketing. We'll make it look good.
Yeah, so. We're branding the hell out of these guys. Ben Gautreau likes our memes, so
yeah. And then and we always forget about our guy Big Time at Denver. So
Big Chungus.
Yes.
Well, it's because he's like, I don't think he's doing very well.
No, he had like 5 shutouts in a row or something like that.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, he's been playing really well. So
the late Magnus Krona push for next year.
Yeah,
what we're doing.
Yeah, so yeah.
Submit
Is it time?
He doesn't even have a photo on Elite Pro. Oh, we got a message. We have some juice now on the internet. We got to message Elite Prospects directly. And be like,
it's just like a part of his face because he's too big.
Yeah, it's like his shoulder. Yeah.
Just like cropped like this part of his face.
He's currently rocking a 906 save percentage. He's 25-1.
Yeah,
with a 906 save percentage. How is his save percentage not higher? So in his 3 seasons at Denver, 920, 907, 906. He's going to eclipse his how is his save percentage not higher when they're 25-1? Is the University of Denver just nasty? Are they just sick with it? Is this what's happening here? I don't know how to work elite prospects apparently on the fly. Anyway, Bobby Brink having a hell of a season. Good for him. Yeah. Big Chungus, eh? A 3-way goalie battle? Who is his other? The other guys just don't play. All right. Where do the Sharks go from here?
The toilet, I think, is where the Sharks go from here. But no, I think it's time to start playing some of these. Was that worth it? No. Peek behind the curtains. We had a goof there. But it's time to figure out. So
play the kids or not.
Play the kids or not. If Hurdle would be like, Turtle, dude, what do you want to do? Here's your contract offer. If you want it, let's go. If not, then it's time to start looking for a trade. I mean, you saw Calgary traded for Tyler Toffoli. Like now is the time to start kind of poking those trade, and see who's available and see who's, who you might be available for you. And Matt Boldy, after his 3 goals, is not coming to the Wild are not going to be giving up Matt Boldy, but
no.
No,
I don't think they were going to before this either. if I had to guess.
But it's you. I think you have to have a conversation with Hurdle and his agent. Be like, what's the deal? And if he's still on the fence, then I think you really need to start looking at what you could get for him, because I just don't see this team being able to scratch together enough offense to actually make a run to the playoffs, let alone do anything in the playoffs. So.
I believe they call this shit or get off the pot.
Yep. You gotta go poo-poo. Got to poop. So, yeah. I mean, you've got 3 huge games here against, like you said, against the Canucks, the Knights, and the Ducks. And if you don't win all 3 of those, your playoff chances are done. So,
you heard it from the man himself.
Yep.
The believer. He believed.
I did believe until the bitter end.
JD is like the captain of the Titanic ship. Or the orchestra guy. I think the orchestra guy is pretty cool. Where they played the music until they died. Hold on. The captain's got to go down with the ship. The orchestra guys could have been like, well.
They were trying women and children and stuff. And at least they're trying to set the mood. You're going to die, but you're going to die.
But they didn't have to. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody had to go down with the ship.
They could have jumped on. Anyway, you could be the band orchestra guy. And he's like, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. And then they start playing. And they're just sinking into the water. That was you. I jumped off.
Like, I'm not getting on the ship.
I was that guy's. That was that girl's husband who put the coat on. Just like, off we go. No, I'm the dude that jumps off and smokes his head on the propeller on the back of the thing. I was like, I'm out of here. You guys do you. Yeah, I don't know. JD was
you're the guy who lost your ticket to Jack at the beginning. You're like,
oh hell yeah!
That
guy lived probably a very nice life in Liverpool or wherever the hell they came from. Liverpool, yeah,
sure.
I think it was Liverpool. The guy was probably just hustling people, maybe getting scurvy. People get scurvy in the 40s. 30s. When did the Titanic sink? The 10s?
Like the 10s? Yeah, the aughts.
1919? Is that a thing? Hold on. When did the...
I thought it was... Is it pre-World War One?
Because the Lusitania sunk. 1912!
It's pre-World War One. Yeah.
It's the 110th anniversary on April 15th. Never forget.
You forgot. The original.
Yeah, it's because the branding. It's not like 9/11. The branding of 9/11 has been outrageous.
Yeah.
We need more content creators to get on the Titanic.
Titanic 2. She's right.
Sink harder. Did you see that billionaire guy? Did you see that billionaire guy
just falls off a cliff?
It actually no. The plot twist here is that it breaks into 3 pieces, not just 2. Anyway, if you would like to interact with us for some unknown reason on the internet, you do that Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Last time we talked about grapes. Today we're talking about the Titanic. It's a mixed bag. You never know what you can get. It's like bits and bites. Do you guys have bits and bites in the States?
No.
The snack. It's a different handful every time. I'm going to have to send you the bits and bites commercial.
I got to send you the pizza commercial.
And then I'm going to send you footage of the Titanic. It's actually just Kate Winslet nude for 25 minutes. Nobody complains.
Nope.
Anyway. Also, if you Google the Titanic sinking, the 3 other searched for things were the sinking of the Lusitania, fair, 1915.
Mm-hmm.
The Costa Concordia disaster from 2012. And then the sinking of MW Seawall from 2014. And I don't know what that is. Mm-hmm. So I know what I'm doing tonight. Sitting on my right hand and Googling shipwrecks. Anyway, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Locked On Sharks. The internet, nope. The email, lockedonsharks@gmail.com. YouTube, Locked On Sharks. I look pretty hot today. Ladies,
yeah.
Get at me. No, actually, you can't. You can just give you an ego boost and tell me I look good. But you can't actually get at me. I'm taken. I really hope I save myself if my girlfriend listens to this podcast. I don't think she does, but on the off chance that happened. Listening to us, Spotify, Amazon, Apple. If you listen to something weird like Sputnik Radio, congrats. If you have a niche podcast thing that you want us to be on, let us know. JDE is at My Fry Hole.
Kyle is at Kyle Demetrius. Thank you for making us your first listen, as you do each and every day. Go check out Locked On Bets if you want to win some money. Go check out the Ann and Rachel from Locked On Preds and Rachel from Locked On Flyers. They've been doing awesome coverage of the Olympics. So if that floats your boat, go check out that. Or go check out one of the other amazing Locked On podcasts, such as
Locked On Pelicans.
Sure. Bye, friends.
Meow.